Okay, moving on to the manufacturing overhead budget. So with the manufacturing overhead budget, it's straightforward, my friends, extremely straightforward. All we're interested in finding out here is that what will be our total manufacturing overhead cost? Okay, so what will be our total manufacturing overhead cost? That's what we are after. So with our manufacturing overhead cost, of course, we'll have fixed manufacturing overhead cost and variable manufacturing overhead cost. So let's start with the variable manufacturing overhead costs. Let's find out what in the information we're provided with here. So we're told that the variable overhead is expected to be the following per unit produced. So per unit produced, this will be the variable overhead cost. So what we'll then do for our variable cost will be, okay, how many units were produced? Again, we'll go to our production budget, 410. Okay, we'll multiply that by the variable rate for manufacturing overhead, which is 60 cents. And we'll do the same for product B. So you can see that I'm multiplying the number of units to be produced for product B by the 1.5. Okay, right here. Okay, so that's it for the variable. And then for the fixed, we're given the fixed overhead cost 164 for product A and 269,500 for product B, and then the total, of course, that will be the total cost. Alright, so it's straightforward. Manufacturing overhead budget, we need to know what is the total manufacturing overhead costs, variable portion, fixed portion, and that's it with the manufacturing overhead budget. Again, this will need to be paid for, and so we need to prepare another schedule of payments, but this is not for suppliers, it's for the overhead expenses. So the cash to be paid for overhead expenses, what do they say here in the problem? 100% of it is paid in the month. So okay, that's making it simple, straightforward. 100% paid in November. Again, I will emphasize the schedule of payments is not part of your budget, but rather I like to do it right away while I'm moving along in the problem. That way I know that when I get to the cash budget and the balance sheet, I don't have to worry, I've already done the work. But as far as the manufacturing overhead budget goes, you just need to know what is your total manufacturing overhead cost. So variable and fixed. Okay, so that's it, my friends, with that budget. Let's move on to the next budget, which is the selling and administrative budget.